Give me a 1 2 1 2. Let me know. Give me a one if I turn the right button on. We're trying new shit out here. All right. Oh yeah, we here, guys. All right, we're hitting buttons. All right. We here. We got echoes. All right, let's kill this. Let's kill this mic right here. How about now? All right, still a little echo, but better. A little echo. We got new toys. I don't got new toys, but the OG got new toys. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit and put this here. Yo, yo, yo. All right, stay tuned, guys. We're not giving up on this. We're just figuring shit out, all right? So, all right, so how do we kill the echo on this? All right, I got you. I figured it out. Yo, how about now? Oh, I got it. I killed yo. I'm a fucking mastermind. All right, guys. We're here. This is Fake Mike Real News. We're repping here with Todd. Fucking. All right, there's a lot of shit I've been wanting to cover, and now we're about to cover it. First and foremost, I want to start with this. This is a quote from Plato. Probably can't see it. You know, I already lost it. Let's get it. The revolution isn't about us versus them. It's about love. Everything we do really should be about love. That's the one thing that's going to change shit. Yo, turn that down just a little bit because I'm getting distracted on this shit. Plato says the highest form of knowledge, and I used to be one of those people like, and I still am this way. I try to learn as much shit as I possibly can. I'm kind of like a knowledge whore. You know what I'm saying? Some people have fantasy football. Hold on. Some people have video games. I'm like a knowledge whore. The highest form of knowledge is empathy, for it requires us to spend our egos and live in another's world. And I know it's easy for us to make fun of the right wing or the left wing and look at them in a certain way, but realize these are the same people that have been brainwashed, and we should have empathy towards them. These people are good, loving people that they're people on both sides of the spectrum and everything in between. And we need to have empathy towards them. It's easy to make fun of people. I do it all the time. But it's more difficult to just love people and realize that we all have unhealed childhood trauma. We all have shit that happened to us. And let's stop taking the easy route. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to just fucking hate on people, make fun of them. And I still will. I'm still going to do that. But the highest form of knowledge is empathy, for it requires us to spend our egos and live in another world, in another's world. So before you start criticizing and hating on somebody, try to put yourself in that motherfucker's shoes and see, yo, what has that person been through? What kind of torture and depravity has that dude or that chick seen? Right? David Bruce says, we have all been tricked. We're all slaves pitted against each other. Very well said. Now, took a couple notes the other day. Want to talk about this. I got some other shit I want. I'll get your questions and comments. Start throwing them in the chat. Share this video, guys. Share the best and the brightest of my videos. That's what I was going to say earlier. I use a lot of self-deprecating humor, but at the same time, Fake Mike Real News, what we've done here, it's not me, it's what we've done here is some dope shit, man. Like, Todd put on the John McAfee interview earlier. He threw on a clip of that, and I was like, damn, I never even went back and listened to this. John McAfee is dropping some jewels. We interviewed U.S. diplomats. We've interviewed MIT scholars. We've interviewed CIA whistleblowers, NSA whistleblowers. We've interviewed Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece. We've interviewed, and I know you guys might be tired of me hearing me say this shit, but we've really did a lot of dope videos on this channel. So take a second, guys. Everybody, Tri-State, Rom, Yum, Joel, everyone take a sec. Outstretch your arms and reach and pat yourself on the back, because this is a collective. Fake Mike Real News is an open source collective which is seeking to create a more altruistic world through nonviolence and the Socratic method. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're doing. That's what we do all day, every day. So take a sec, pat yourself on the back, because we're having an effect. Now, I don't know if he's a prince anymore, but Prince, or the former Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince Harry, wrote a book. I want to give a shout out to all my people out in the UK too. First of all, shout out to Theo and all my UK folks. Futoy, you did a lot of work. So pat yourself on the back, Futoy. And Futoy, I'm going to be looking to speak to you too, because as you know, we got some shit in the works, player. Vanished, what up? Deanna, what up? So Prince Harry recently came out with a book, and I went to Barnes & Noble with T-Bone earlier. No, this is acoustic right here. This is actually wireless. This is on some Nikola Tesla stuff right here. That's why you guys can hear me. It was echoing a little too much because this is so powerful, right? What's up, John Paul Antoiani? Sorry if I fucked that last name up. Anyways, Prince Harry, or the former Prince Harry, I don't even know how they do that shit out in the UK, wrote a book. And now, this shit would have been considered conspiracy a few years ago. Shout out to Aussie Girl. Much love. What's up, Aussie Girl? Shout out to Sonny. Sonny, come over here, Sonny. Come over here, Sonny. Let's everyone see Sonny. Sonny's an awesome dog. Harry. So, in this book, talks about how Harry wanted to reopen the case against Princess Diana because he didn't believe the official story. Because how did 22 cameras simultaneously go out? Kind of like when all the cameras went out after Jeffrey Epstein's shit, right? Like all the cameras magically disappear. Oh, just like on 9/11 on the Pentagon, all the cameras magically disappear. Just like in where the cameras, they magically, we got the cameras, they always have to be watching you. Cameras are on your laptop watching you. The cameras are on the streets watching you. They're at work watching you all the time. But when we really need them, they're mysteriously gone. Weird. Pretty weird. So anyways, Harry wanted, and his brother, they wanted to reopen the case of Diana. They didn't believe the official story, so they wanted to reopen that case. And also, it comes out in that book that King Charles would joke to Harry. Now, these are things that people like me were saying for a long time, but we were considered crazy. But now it's mainstream news. It's in the book that this fool wrote. It said that King Charles joked that he wasn't Harry's father. Pretty weird. That's the shit that we said a long time ago. We were called crazy. Score a few more for us conspirators, huh? Right? Never mind Charles's relationship with Jimmy Savile. Never mind his brother's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Right? So a couple thoughts there. Let's put this up on screen. This article I've been waiting to cover for a long time, and I haven't. I don't know why I haven't covered this article, just because I'm probably an idiot. I'm not an idiot because I'm not smart, I'm intelligent. Take a look at this one from Business Insider. Two women stopped dating after an implant started zapping their brains with electricity, a small study found. Let's repeat that. Guys, are you peeping this game right here? Let me read this headline. This is Business Insider. Two women stopped binge eating after an implant started zapping their brains with electricity, a small study found. You're going to stop anybody from doing pretty much anything if you keep zapping them enough. Press 1 if you've ever heard of the book, The Anglo-American Establishment or Tragedy and Hope. Press 2 if you've not. I want to just get a general gauge for the audience. See where we're at here. 1 if you've heard of the Anglo-American Establishment. 2 if you have not. Same goes for Tragedy and Hope. Okay, so we've got a lot of twos here. Okay. And this is especially important. So please, guys, if you are just watching for the first time or the 50th time, please share this video. In summation, The Anglo-American Establishment and Tragedy and Hope, written by Carol Quigley. Carol Quigley, I believe, was Harvard trained and a Georgetown professor. This guy was no slouch. Long story short, he chronicled Cecil Rhodes, Alfred Milner, Lord Rothschild, the creation of the Royal Institute of International Affairs, the Council on Foreign Relations. Jeez, this is a lot, bro. This is a lot. So, in this book, in the Anglo-American Establishment, I don't recall if it's page 5 or page 7, but it reproduces, and this is like in the mid to late 1800s, reproduces Lord Rothschild's fifth or seventh will. I always get those two numbers mixed up. In his will, he created, and this is all historical fact. It's not written by a conspiracy theorist. It's written by Carol Quigley, who's a mentor of Bill Clinton at Georgetown. This guy's a legit dude. I own these books. And Lord Rothschild, in his will, wanted to create a secret society to have a one world society. One world society. I'm going to keep it as topical and as short as I possibly can. That's why I'm choosing my words as best as I can, because this is a lot to unpack here, quite frankly. Create a one world society. And you guys have ever heard of a Rhodes Scholar? Oh, he's a Rhodes Scholar. Cecil Rhodes. If anybody's a Rhodes Scholar, that should be a red flag. Bill Clinton was a Rhodes Scholar. Gina Raimondo was a Rhodes Scholar. Rhodes Scholarship was set up to help further that one world plan that these elites have. We could take it back even farther, but for today, we're picking it up in the late 1800s. Fast forward, these same people created the Council on Foreign Relations. Fast forward, these same people created the League of Nations. Fast forward, these same people created the United Nations. And people like Aldous and Julian Huxley, Bertrand Russell, H.G. Wells, David Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller. Who are some other names? They're escaping me now. But they had a plan. Zbigniew Brzezinski, Henry Kissinger, hundreds, 100 years ago, people, the Templars, and even before. Great, Gabriel Bruce, you're getting some great comments in here today. I'm only just really checking the chat. Once I get this point finished, I'll check in with the chat. So get your questions or comments in here now, because I know I'm missing tons of stuff and I'm ranting and raving. But they realize for a small amount of people to control the vast majority of people, we're fucking 9 billion, or so they say. You can't even do it militarily. And they realize that and they write about that. And they needed to find something that's beyond nation states, beyond borders, to get us under their thumb, right? And so what they came up with was overpopulation and climate and environmentalism. And they said that you could use that to pull at our heartstrings to get their control. And now what we're living in is a product of what these societal engineers created and dreamt of 100 years ago. We're living in it, bro. The inflation's crazy. We still got all these illegal wars going on. We got kids being trafficked. We got CPS, GCYF, stealing kids from parents every single day. We're 30 something trillion dollars in debt, right? And the reason I do this, and the reason that you guys are here, and thank you guys so much, is because we're not taking this line down. Now, again, Fake Mike Real News is about creating a more altruistic world through nonviolence and using the Socratic method. But that doesn't mean we lay down like cowards. That doesn't mean we're going to bend over and say, oh, yeah, Zaddy. No, we don't do that. No. What we really need to realize is the future is incumbent. I was thinking about this. I was taking a ride on the highway, right? And there was a lot of traffic because there was an accident. And I realized, and I sat and I thought there because I wasn't playing any music, I wasn't really listening to anything. I was like, all right, like, I feel bad for whatever's happening up there. That person must be fucked up. But I'm thinking that the majority of people that are just stuck in that traffic jam, and for the most part, myself included, weren't really caring about the person who was in an accident, the people who were in an accident. They could be alive, they could be dead, they could be maimed, who knows. We weren't really thinking about that. What we were thinking about was, damn, I'm in a hurry. I need to get to the shit. I need to go to the place I need to go to. And so when we're focused on that one aspect, that's a whole nother side story. But why it's incumbent upon us that we must take action. That's why I beg you guys to share the videos. And by action, I mean nonviolent action, of course, as I always do. Is because our actions affect every single person on this planet, right? So if you're driving drunk and you crash into somebody, not only you crash into somebody and potentially fucking your life up, fucking that person's life up, whoever the passengers are in both vehicles' lives up, in multiple vehicles potentially, but you're literally slowing down the planet. You're causing people to be late to work. You're causing people to be late to funerals, weddings, whatever it is. So that's just like one small example of how everything that we do affects other people. And we wouldn't be in the position that we're in now. And I don't blame anybody. I don't blame anybody. I'm not sitting here to cast blame on anybody because I'm just as guilty as everybody else. So this is not a shame game here. But because of the brainwashing, because of the chemicals in the food, because of the chemicals in the water, because of the school systems, because of the indoctrination, you know, I'm going off on side jags like a Mother Hubbard right now. But in my estimation, the history of humanity is a struggle against from freedom against tyranny, right? So you see it with the kings, the queens, the dictators, the emperors, the pharaohs, then the church, then the government. Humanity seems like a struggle for freedom against tyranny. And we've been awful complacent. And I'm talking as us, as all of us. And like I said, we're not necessarily to blame because of the aforementioned chemicals and propaganda. We're not necessarily blamed, but now that we know something's going on, we have a responsibility. You have a responsibility for your fellow man and woman, and however they choose to identify. Uh, we have your fellow human being. We have responsibility to do something. There's a very, very small segment of people that are running this planet. They're called the bankers. And yeah, sure, there's people above them. But without the bankers, the CIA, any of that stuff can't exist. There's 9 billion of us. So, guys, get your questions or comments in the chat. And thank you guys for joining me here tonight. Please share the video. 37 families, someone says. You know, Fritz Springmeyer, good friend of the show, says there's 13. And Doc Marquis, who I used to do a radio show. Press 1 in the chat if you know who Doc Marquis is. Press 2 if you don't. There's only a small amount of fools that are running shit. And they're laughing at us. They're laughing at us. I believe that the power of love is more important than these greedy, filthy, grimy banksters. Banksters of all colors, of all creeds, of all ideologies, of all nationalities. So I hope I got another question for you too. April 7th of this year, April 7th, 2023, me, Titus Frost, and a whole bunch of other people, we're going to be in front of the Federal Reserve, peacefully protesting the Federal Reserve. Who's coming with me? I want to know. Press 1 if you're coming down to DC. Press 2 if you hate freedom. Because on April 7th of 2023, which is also my birthday, we're going to be going down to the Federal Reserve. We're going to have megaphones. We're going to have signs. We're going to have cameras. We're going to do everything in our power nonviolently to protest, to rally, to party, and to own the mother living shit out of those losers that work for the Federal Reserve. Because the CIA is bad. The CIA is definitely worse than the Federal Reserve. But the CIA couldn't exist without the Federal Reserve. Tri-State Audit News. I look forward to seeing you there. Who else come with me? Oh yeah, I wanted to pull up this stuff articles here before I let you guys go. This is pretty crazy. I've been waiting to cover this. Shit is crazy, bro. Put this sucker up on screen. I understand why people want demonstrate too, but I'm not. I mean, even after the Capitol, I'm sure people are hesitant, but I'm still going to demonstrate, bro, to kill me or whatever. By the way, I would never kill myself. I would never harm myself or others. So you already know. If anything happens, there's an article out of Futurism. I haven't even read this, bro. I'm gonna be frank with you. I haven't even read this one. I had this one sent to me and saved, so we can read this a little bit together. Hmm. All right. What's on my screen right now? Oculus builds VR headset that kills user if they die in the game. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Now, this is from a little while ago. I don't know why I haven't covered this. Oculus founder and defense contractor. Huh. He's a defense contractor. We're gonna have to look into this further. Palmer Luckey claims to have built a VR set that, should the wearer's avatar die in the game, blows up the user's head with an explosive charge module. Haha, cool. Is this a joke? The idea of trying to get your real life and virtual avatar has always fascinated me. Pumped up graphics. There's a lot to unpack here, and if literally anyone else had claimed to invent such a gadget, we might not pay them too much mind. But Lucky isn't just any old programmer. He's widely considered the father of modern VR. Holy shit. Tech. He built his currently serving as the foundation for Facebook CEO and wannabe deity Mark. Holy shit, Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse. His wizardry. Oh, so he's a wizard. Hmm. I didn't say that. I did, but because it's here. I'm sorry. At this point, it's just a piece of office art, a thought-provoking reminder of unexplored avenues in game. It is also, as far as I know, the first non-fiction example of VR device that can actually kill the user. It won't be the last. So he made it, and it won't be the last. So this guy's a defense contractor, dude. And just crazy. What do you guys think of that one? Holy shit, bro. Oh my god, yeah, this is another one been wanting to cover. I just want to cover these at this point. Because some of these headlines are just I can't believe. And listen, Todd, I hope if you're paying attention, Todd, pay attention to this shit right here. Take a look at this. Daily Mail. Look at this headline right here, bro. Some of these headlines is like stuff that I couldn't even make up of. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty wild. All right, take a look at this headline here. Then get your questions or comments in, and we're gonna wrap this up in a bit. 69, with just weeks left to live, to seize THC paste in weed vape he uses to ease the cancer pain. Then I'm gonna read that again for you guys. Are you guys here with me, bro? Our friends, the police. Cops raid hospital room of terminally ill Kansas man, 69. with just weeks left to live to seize THC based in weed vape he uses to ease cancer pain, then ordered him to appear in court even though he can't move. I mean, that is just peak. That is just like ultimate government right there. Are you guys seeing this, bro? This is our government right here. Greg Bretz was cited for drug possession on December 16th at Hayes Medical Center. A hospital staffer, a snitch ass bitch, reported the 69 after she caught him vaping. Oh my god. So it's not just the cops, it's the medical system. Bro, I can't even right now. I can't even. You guys, I'm not pontificating on this. I'm not going to pontificate on that. Let's get some questions or comments here because I could go off on so many different angles for so long on this and I'm not. I'm just going to Our medical system is insanely corrupt. Cannabis is a Schedule 1 drug. It's so funny that you can take their heroin, you can take their opium, you can take their morphine, you can take their drugs, but if you vape cannabis in a hospital when you're about to die to ease the pain, they call the cops on you and you're getting arrested and you have to go to jail and then you have to defend yourself when you can't leave a hospital bed. Land of the free. Land of the free. I'm not even a fan of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Ben Franklin. But what do you think they would do if this was happening? What do you think Malcolm X or Martin Luther King Jr. would do if there was some dude who was trying to ease his pain? Quite intense. Quite intense stuff. Let me see if there's anything else I want to cover real quick. About to wrap this up. Any other questions or comments? Get them in there. I've kind of been half in on the chat and half not. The hell is that? See, I got a couple maybe screenshots here that I wanted to cover too. Let's see if we can bang them all in one. Like I said, any questions or comments? I mean, it's just getting ridiculous out here, bro. Got some dope songs to listen to. Share the video, guys. Please share the video. My links are in the description. Come holler at me in the description. All right. Don't know who that is, Apostle. Let's scroll up and see if there's any comments or questions here. Let's scroll up a little. Get them because we're about to wrap this shit up. But Thomas Stillarosa said, "Police are the barrier. They're protecting the real criminals." Abso-freaking-lutely. Brandon Mitchell, what are the odds Kevin McCarthy released January 6th videos? Highly unlikely. Democrat, Republican, same. Watch the video of that, Will. Please send it to me on FakeMicRealNews at gmail.com because I'll probably lose it. I'll probably forget about that. D, what up? Pamela, good to see you. Yeah, absolutely outrageous. Everything corrupt. The whisk is not creating echoes. It's got to be something else. Definitely not the whisk. Will China place a bomb in their pilots' helmets to prevent desertion? Very forgetful. All right, let's finish this up here, guys. I'm gonna take any other question or comments that came through here. My thing in flat Earth is, regardless, is whether the Earth is round or flat, we still got illegal wars, we still got pedophiles, we still got human trafficking, we still got spying, we still got the loss of our rights. So, regardless of the shape of the Earth, we got to take care of that first. That's my personal opinion. But I'm willing to work with anybody and converse with anybody. Rights Crispy, I guess, is here. That's the shit. Yeah, what up, right? Rights is one of the best motherfuckers in this whole shit, man. Rights is a good fucking dude, man. Everyone go subscribe to Rights Crispy. He's the shit. Um, Guys, please find my links in the description. Come support me. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I did a lot of important videos lately. I'll just show you this real quick before we fucking did, but got a lot of good videos, bro. So if you're just joining, um, not I'm there. Uh, Do me a favor, help check out these videos. And I want to say big shout outs to Todd, man, and a lot of other people too. Shout out to you, right? The Matrix. Shout outs to K Bone. Shout outs to Duke. Shout outs to that have really helped me out a lot in the last. All right. So people my channel. A lot of dope ass videos. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's not bragging. It's just all facts. Like I got a lot of dope ass videos. Recently interviewed my last video before this U.S. Uh, there's never been a mic that's more fake than me. And I've checked. I've went back in time through the historical record and indices. I've yet to find any. See what I did right there? Anyways, guys.